Okay, let's go. One game of blue-white control in historic. So we've got quite a decent hand. Well, for someone who's going first. Unfortunately, our opponent is going first and plays Lurrus. So do we want to keep it? Well, that's still okay if it's Rakdos, but against auras it's a bit worse. Hopefully it's Rakdos, but let's see. I think I'll keep it still. We really have a decent mana base right now, so let's bet on that. So, opponent. The two archetypes I've seen the most are Rakdos and auras, but I've also seen mono red Winnies. And starts with a Thoughtseize. So okay, we are against what's it called, Rakdos, I think, and they will probably take our birth. And wow, that's a really good draw. We've got our cages off the top. That's a really important piece of interaction in the matchup. So opponents, hopefully they don't have an upgrade right now. It will probably be the only thing that will keep us in the game early on. So let's play a Glacial Fortress first, then we'll play Plants and probably the castle afterwards. We'll try not to reveal that we have a Glacial Fortress, and unfortunately they had the Medieval against our cage. Okay, I think we can still manage from now. They hadn't applied any interaction, and they are going to put the Lurrus in their hand. They don't want to play anything in our against our counter spells. Do we want to absorb? I don't think we do. I'll allow the Thoughtseize and we will cycle the Irrigated Farmland end of turn. See if we can find something more interesting. And we did. Dovin's Veto is quite decent. Unfortunately, it's mostly used in order to defend the Gravedigger's Cage, but it came a little bit too late. So I think that our opponent will play the Lurrus only after getting rid of our last counter spell. So yeah, they didn't go in, and if they don't do anything, we'll start making tokens. So they do play really defensively. They probably wait for another Thoughtseize or us to concede the absorb on another threat. So how much mana do we have? I think we'll try to get some mana, get some cards out the Seagate Restoration at some point. But right now the opponent is doing nothing. We'll keep applying pressure through the tokens while we'll keep our end growing. Young Pyromancer, it's quite a good threat, but we also have a token generator on our own, so it's not that bad. We will try to fetch for another what's it called? Another. They will probably try to claim it. Let's see. What do we want to do? I think we'll use this turn to draw another hand. The opponent doesn't apply a lot of pressure right now, so let's try to refill. Let's keep the token on defense, and they will probably try to play the Lurrus again against us by resurrecting it at some point. Hopefully no Croxa in sight, and yeah. So next turn we'll play the castle Ventress, and we'll try to go for another cage. Checking the graveyard, so yeah, trying to reanimate one of their threats, probably the Lurrus. And yeah, they try. Oh yes, that's a really good thing for us. So we will wrath against our opponent, and I accept a Croxa to get milled. And nope, that's not even the case, so that's really good for us. I think I'll play the Castle Ventress, because if we're going to discard something, I think I'd rather discard a land. Opponents do it nothing. Well, let's draw. Well, now play the land. If they try to discard us, we'll just counter their discard effect. Stitchers, I think I want to counter that, and we'll do it with a blue, another blue, and yes, we don't have enough mana to play the castle. Unfortunately, not enough blue. And we'll counter that. We don't want a Croxa milled right now, and we'll make a 1/1. So they probably have a Medieval in hand. That would be my guess. So let's attack for 1, and if we ever play a Teferi, we'll try to protect it with Darwin's Veto. So opponents fetching, trying to thin the deck. Hopefully we'll get a Fae of Wishes at some point, or another cage. So let's start scrying. And Teferi, it's a really good threat. I don't think we want the turn right now, and they said a good game, and indeed it was a good game for us. 7 minutes 42 seconds. I think we have enough time to queue another one. I try not to do very long videos in English, because I'm still not used to speaking that much that language anymore. So it's quite taxing, but I think I have enough energy to record another one, especially if it's a quick one. And if I see if it's the mirror, I would probably cut the recording right now and proceed in French and upload the matchup in French. Castle Ardenvale is a bit awkward because we don't have a plains, but we can get one with birth. I don't think it's that bad of a hand, so right now the plan is play a tap land, then play the island and get a birth of Meletis. Okay, it's a really aggressive deck. Perhaps Phoenix. I think we have a good matchup against it. I didn't face it for long, so since a long time, I mean. So I'm not very sure, but why not? Next turn I will probably take 3 damage and hold the absorb, and see what our opponent will play. Okay, shock and Stormwind Entity. Okay, 2 on top, and well, now it changes things. I think I will play that land tapped, and I will keep that seal away. They will probably try to pump the Stormwind Entity, and we will seal away it. If they counter the interaction, we'll Wrath next turn, and probably keep on killing their threats. So opponents shocking our face. Yeah, they go for the a huge damage. If they have a spare piece, that's really unfortunate. I think these decks don't play counter spells though. They cannot afford to play them, unfortunately, because they need cards that cycle themselves, and those that they can play without needing a response from the opponent. Do I want to absorb this one? I think I do. Then I will play the Teferi and hold the Darwin's Veto. Another counter spell that's great, and yeah, they saw the writing on the wall. They had only 2 cards in hand, probably nothing to get back some Phoenixes if they play some. And yeah, if I remember correctly, the matchup is quite decent, especially when you play Narset. All their discard and draw effects are nullified by that, and yeah, they really suffer from their lack of interaction, especially through the shape of counter spells. And yeah, hopefully we will face more of them. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one. See ya.